Hello and welcome back to this edition of Minstrels on the Block. Special guest Sabra Lucas. So, tell me about your music, like your current music, but also like some of your experiences leading up to now.
You mean like traveling or in
everything?
Like everything. Okay. Experiences leading up to where I am now.
And what you're doing now, some of your projects, some of your past projects, things like that.
Well, in a nutshell, I started, like doing stuff in public in 2004. And in 2004, I did a tour, about a month of, like, we went up to Virginia and Kentucky, Tennessee.
Nice.
And I traveled with Neil Lucas, my husband now, and I think that's where we all went. But anyway, that was like my first big thing. And so then after that I moved to Nashville, but I wasn't there for long because I got pregnant, and now I've had 5 children, and that's where I am now, so I haven't done a whole lot between.
Keeps you busy.
Then, yeah, I've done a few things, but not consistently. So now this is kind of, right now is sort of my big comeback for from not being able to do a whole lot. I mean, I tried, but with all the kids, it's kind of hard to go out. So so now I'm pretty excited now to be back out playing because it's been a while and I've missed it a lot.
So tell me about Neil, your husband. I believe he's got some cool stuff going on.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. Neil, he just released a new CD, and it's the live concert that they did at the Loft, and you can find that on the web, CD Baby, and iTunes, and all that. And he's traveling a lot, and he's actually at the Loft every Wednesday night, and I think that starts about 8 p.m. and him and his trio, and there's always a surprise guest. So, and with all the kids, I don't get to go every time, so I actually haven't experienced the Wednesday night thing yet, but I will.
So tell me about some of your, because I know that you have a CD, and I know that you've got one coming out. Tell me about some of your experiences with, like, people you've worked with, people that have played on your albums, things like that.
Oh, well, the album that I have, the one and only album that I have, is actually a live performance that I did, and everything really came together really fast. I mean, I played open mic, like my first ever out in front of people in public other than at church in 2004. I keep saying 2004 because that's really the last time I did anything. But I was with Roderick Howard. He had the Riverside Entertainment, and I was with that entertainment program back in 2004, and he was the one that actually helped me get out and do my open mics. And then that's when I met Neil, and so he asked Neil if he would go with me on my tour to play. So before that, I was actually really privileged to be able to do a live recording at the Loft. And I mean, when you think of live, you think of a bunch of people being there, but actually there was nobody there. Neil and I went in, and Jose recorded us, so we kind of sat there at the stage, and we did all the songs back to back, one to the end, the first to the end. And so it's just me and Neil. There's nobody else. It's acoustic, cool. Pretty laid back and a lot different than my new CD. Okay,
so now, your last CD was just you and Neil, recorded at the Loft, really cool. Now, the CD that you have about to come out, tell me all about that.
Well, I have a lot of awesome musicians on the CD. I'm pretty excited about this CD because it's a lot different. And I went into Document Studios with Dean to record, and I have a lot of awesome musicians. I got my husband, Neil Lucas, on the electric, and then I've got Ray Blair on bass, and Mike Davidson on drums, and then I've got Andrew Newhouse on keys, and myself on acoustic, And I'm pretty proud of myself. I did all the acoustic on there. I was I was thinking I'd have to have someone else do it. I was like, I'm going to do it. So anyways, that's the musicians. Oh, and of course I did all the singing, and then Ryan Hamner did some backup vocals with me. But when we went in to record, I told everybody I want this to be crazy. I want it to be organic, kind of dig into your free, crazy kind of side. I don't want everything to be perfect and just original, different. I didn't want everything tamed down, and so it's a surprise. There's a lot of surprises on the CD.
Well, that's cool because you hear like a lot of CDs that like stuff you hear on the radio, and everything is like very straightforward. Everything is. Then you go to a live show, and it's just wild. And like studio recordings frequently sound different from the recording you hear on the CD. And I think that's really cool that you've gone more for that crazy, organic live sound on the CD. That's really awesome. So there's actually been quite a growth from the first CD to what's going on now. Yeah.
Well, the first one was all just acoustic, which it worked, and it's fine. It's a lot different, but this one's more electric and big, and just. You'd have to get it. You have to get the CD to know.
I will definitely be getting the CD. Now, tell me, where do you see yourself going from here?
Well, I don't like to limit, myself, but I also am realistic. So, I do have a big family, and my husband's a professional musician, so he's traveling and on the road a lot. So I don't really have any, like, this is the way it's going to be or this is the way it's not going to be. I just kind of go with it as it comes. With my new project, I really want to travel with it. And I don't know if that means Australia, but it could be, and I'm okay with that. But, traveling to me can be just an hour down the road, or, I just want to share, the CD and the music, and just see what happens. Of course I want to be successful, but I don't have like superstar expectations, put it that way.
Well, that's good. That's very, very realistic. Just have fun with it and put it out there. And We'll be right back after this. Some more music from Sabra.
This song that I'm about to do is called Somebody Was Crying, and the night before I wrote this song, I had a dream, and it was a little bit different. And the song is actually not about the dream, but it's inspired by the dream. And so anyway, you may not be able to relate to it, but maybe can imagine trying to relate to it in some way. It's kind of a fun song. But anyway, somebody was crying.
This afternoon, mysterious morning, still so new. Little boy drew the stars and moon on the walls of my living room. He said, I'd rather be there, way up there somewhere. It's so dreary. How do you breathe down here? And suddenly he was gone. Stood held so long, I never heard such a sad song. I couldn't breathe, it happened so suddenly. I was choking and someone started laughing. If the sun rose again, I never knew. Something took the light from my view. Little boy never came back through. There's still drawings in my living room. He said, I'd rather be there, way up there somewhere. It's so dreary here. How do you breathe down here? Suddenly I was aware it wasn't someone else's stare. Fire burned everywhere. It took me there, it took me there. I couldn't breathe, it happened so so suddenly I was choking and someone started crying. It's kind of blue this afternoon, mysterious morning, still so new. Little boy drew the stars and moon on the walls in my living room. He said I'd rather be there, way up there somewhere, so